long time ago there was a man named Jonah. He wasn't just a man, Jonah was a prophet. A prophet is a man who listens carefully to God. A prophet is a man who gives you messages from God. One day God spoke a very important message. Told Jonah, go to a city called Nineveh. The people in Nineveh were doing bad things. God told Jonah, tell them stop or there'll be trouble. But Jonah didn't want to tell the city about the trouble. Jonah was afraid of what the people gon' say. He didn't listen to God, decided to run away. So he got on a boat going the opposite way from the mission of God. He was hoping to escape, but God knew where he was and wouldn't let him get away. Instantly a storm came and hit the boat with huge waves. All the sailors were scared, they thought the boat was gonna sink. Finally Jonah said, I think the storm is cause of me. Then the sailors replied, well, why is this happening? Then Jonah told them that he was running from God and that the storm would stop if they threw him in the sea. Sailors didn't want to throw Jonah overboard, but now the storm was so bad that they didn't have a choice. So they did what Jonah said and threw Jonah in the sea. When he went overboard, the storm stopped immediately. It was God's plan to have Jonah off the boat. God sent a giant fish to swallow Jonah up whole. Jonah was alive in the belly of a fish. He began to pray up to God and repent. He began to vomit in the fish from the sin. Whatever God say, he promised he'd listen. Stayed in the fish 3 days, 3 nights, till God made the fish spew Jonah up like spit. Jonah was safe, and he was back on dry land. God said go to Nineveh, and this time he went. He went to the city, told the people to change, told them start living right or else some trouble would come. The people listened to Jonah, said they wanted to change. They were sorry for wrong, promised they would do better. When God saw the people in the way they had changed, that's when God stopped the trouble they had come in their way. Jonah saw why to listen and do what God say, cause God has a plan and care for everybody. So do what God say, what God say, what God say, what God say. I'ma do what God say, what God say, what God say, what God say. I'ma do what God say, what God say, what God say, what God say. I'ma do what God say, what God say, what God say. I'ma do what God say. Say